What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Swivel here. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Now today's video will be showing you guys how you can end up getting the legendary brick rod inside of Fish. Now as you guys can see, it is real, it is absolutely beautiful, and it is stunning. So yeah, as you guys can see, I have it, and I'm going to end up showcasing how you guys can end up getting the rod. It's actually a lot easier than a lot of you think, but yeah, this is your no nonsense guide to getting the brick rod. Enjoy. Alright everybody, so the first step in getting the brick rod is you're going to have to collect 3 bricks around the map. Now the first brick is right here over here at Roselet. Now you're going to want to end up entering inside of this volcano, and you're just going to want to do a little bit of parkour. So what you're going to want to do is going to enter inside of this volcano. You have to be careful because you will be insta killed if you do end up touching this lava. So it's going to go up and down periodically, but basically you're just going to want to do a little bit of easy parkour right here. Some of these jumps can be a little difficult to make, like I hate this rock right here, but we ended up getting that first try. And basically what you're going to want to do is just follow my path. So just going to scale up here, do a little bit of jumping here and there. Also the meteor totem is up here. If you guys did want to end up knowing, you're going to want to jump back here, and there is a little bit of lava, and I did get hit by it unfortunately, but yeah, it's going to only set us on fire because it ain't one of the crazy lava. There's the meteor totem right there if you guys didn't end up knowing. But yeah, so from here what we're going to end up wanting to do is we're going to make a right here, and basically we're going to end up making another right, and we're just going to end up doing a little bit more scaling. So what we're going to want to do is go over here to these rocks right here, and we're just going to do a little bit of jumping right here. And once we do end up jumping up here, all we going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and make a little area behind his back, and we're going to end up jumping right here. Now what we're going to end up doing is once we end up getting up here, our skybox is going to change, and just going to want to make a couple more simple easy jumps. So from right here what you're going to want to do is go right here on this rock. It's a little slanted, so you can end up jumping up right here, and all you're going to want to do is end up jumping right here. And I know I'm yapping a little bit, but yeah, I'm just trying to explain the best I can. And just go ahead and scale up here right quick, and you're going to end up seeing some lava right here, and that's how you know you're close. All you're going to want to do is just end up scaling right here, and this is going to be the first brick. Now all you're going to want to do is end up clicking on it. It'll end up playing a little bit of smoke right here. I do already have the brick rod, so it isn't going to play for me, but yeah, basically just click the rod, and that's 1 out of 3 rocks. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright everybody, so for this next brick, what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna end up heading over to the ancient isles. Now it's gonna be right over here. It's very close. So what you're basically gonna end up wanting to do from here is you're gonna head to the back of the island. So just end up following my footsteps. What you're gonna want to do is end up going on the island. We're gonna end up climbing over here through these zip lines, and it's basically just gonna take us straight to the back of the island. And pretty much what we're looking from here is like a kind of like a cave-ish area with like vines and stuff, and that's basically where the next brick is gonna be. So from here we're gonna end up taking this zip line right here, and we're just gonna do a little bit of scale and just jump up here. There's a zip line right up here that's gonna end up taking us all the way to the top of the mountain. And basically all we're gonna do from here is simply just go ahead and scale down from the back area. So what we're gonna want to do is climb up here, and as you guys can see, there's gonna be a big old rock, and that's where the cave is, kind of in that general direction. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna end up jumping down right here, and yeah, the cave should be right over here. There's a glitch tree right here. They definitely gotta fix that, but yeah, that's unimportant to what we're doing right now. So as you guys can see, it's over here somewhere, right here. There it is right here by this flower. You're gonna want to go ahead and jump down here. As you guys can see, you're gonna want to go ahead and end up clicking this brick, and that's gonna be 2 out of 3 bricks. It's gonna make a noise clip. I already have the rod obviously, but yeah, just go ahead and go over to that brick and click it until it makes that noise clip, and it ends up just smoking up. And yeah, we can end up moving on to the third and final brick we can end up getting. Alright guys, and for the last location, what you're gonna end up wanting to do is you're gonna end up heading down into the depths, and from the merchant area, all you're gonna want to do is simply make a left, and the brick is literally gonna be right here. It's probably the easiest brick to end up getting, so just go ahead and make a left, and the brick is going to be right here. And all you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and click the brick right here, and it's going to end up playing the noise clip again. And once you do end up clicking all 3 bricks, we can end up moving on to step 2. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to step 2. Alright everybody, now once you have ended up collecting all 3 bricks, what you're going to end up wanting to do is you're going to go ahead and head down into the desolate depths. And once you are here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go over here to the innkeeper. Now once you are here by him, what you're going to want to do is you're going to talk to him, and basically you're going to end up having to stay here. If you don't stay here, it's not going to work. This is very important. Make sure you pay the money to stay here. You can change your location later, but just for now, just go ahead and make sure you stay here. Now once you do end up doing that, we're gonna end up heading over back to Moosewood. So let's go ahead and do a little jump cut right here. Alright guys, now once we are at Moosewood, we're pretty much almost done, and we're almost able to get the brick rod. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna end up going over to this guy right here who is fishing off of the edge. Now what you're gonna want to do is drop down, and you're gonna end up seeing a quote. So the quote for me is gonna be a green ore with flies. Now you're gonna want to copy that down somewhere. So if you have like a notepad or something, or you want to take a picture of it, you have to copy it down. It could be really long, or it could be like super short. So yeah, it's random, so don't try and copy me. It's random depending on your game. It literally will be random all the time, but yeah, just copy down that quote. And now basically from here, what we can end up doing is heading over to Roselet Bay. So once we do end up getting over to Roselet Bay, what we're gonna end up doing is catching a pufferfish, and that's basically gonna be the last step for this to end up working. So all you have to do is you have to go over here to Roselet Bay and end up catching a pufferfish. Okay, so right here, as you guys guys can see, we can end up going ahead and going over to where it's the pufferfish location at, if you have the fish radar. If not, just come over right in this area, and the pufferfishes are really easy to catch, so just put on your best rod, you're gonna end up catching the pufferfish. And yeah, that's gonna be one of the last steps, and we can end up moving ahead and getting the brick rod finally. Okay, now we are on the final part of getting this brick rod. Now there's just a couple things I have to tell y'all, because this can be a little confusing for people. So the first thing is, it has to be nighttime and it has to have smoky weather. So right now it's daytime and it's foggy, but basically we can end up using a couple of totems to end up fixing that. And basically we have to end up going over to this island. So honestly, I don't know where in the world I was going, but basically what you're gonna do from Roslyn Bay, you're gonna end up heading about like northish, and there's gonna be a giant tower right here. Basically we have to end up changing it to night, and we have to end up changing it to like smoky weather. Now also you have to have a specific title equipped called True Hikari. Now this is gonna end up changing every hour. Now it might be a little confusing, but you just have to hear me out right here. The title is gonna change every single hour. Okay, so let me just go ahead and grab my totem right quick and end up turning it to nighttime while I end up explaining. The title is gonna change every single hour. So right now it's True Hikari, but for y'all it might be something a little different. You know what I'm saying? It changes every hour. Last hour it was Vigilante. Right now it's True Hikari, and this just ends up changing every hour. I'm gonna keep y'all updated in the comment section down below what it is, but right now at the time of recording it is True Hikari. So we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna end up going over, and we're gonna change the weather into smoke screen nighttime. So let's go ahead and activate our smoke screen total, and as you guys can see, the NPC is right here. Now all we're gonna end up doing is right here, we have to end up typing in our thing, and oh my gosh, this guy keeps using the sundial total. So we're gonna have to do is type in our thing right quick, and we have to talk to him, and he'll end up teleporting us over here. Now as you guys can see, you have to have the pufferfish out, by the way, I forgot to mention that. But as you guys can see, we end up having the brick rod right here. Now it's $13,337, and yeah, you can just go ahead and buy it. It's pretty cheap, and once you do end up buying that, we can end up going ahead and going back to it's gonna end up teleporting us over to Moosewood. So as you guys can see, we have the brick rod, and yeah, as you guys can see, I just said that like 5 times, but boom, we have it right here. Let's go ahead and do a little showcase right quick. All right everybody, I have gotten the brick rod with Hasty on it, and honestly that took me a very long time. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it took me a lot longer than but yeah, regardless, let's go ahead and just read off the stats to y'all. We have 0% lure speed, which is kind of atrocious, but yeah, it's gonna be really slow, which is why I got Hasty. But anyways, 75% luck, 35 control, 35% really resilience, infinite kilograms, and I haven't caught any fish with it. So yeah, as you guys can see, decent stats, you know what I'm saying? Very slow rod, but yeah, it does have a lot of control and stuff. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put it to the test. So there it is right here, and we're gonna have to do a couple of shakes because this is a really ridiculously slow ride. So yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of shakes, and yeah, but the bar, I ain't gonna lie, this bar is massive, like massive. It's almost as massive as that low taper fade meme, and yeah, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, as you guys can see, I mean, it's a solid ride nevertheless. I mean, honestly, I think it's a really good ride if you're a beginner player. If you're like later on in the game, a little bit more experienced with the game, I wouldn't really recommend going for this ride because it is pretty time consuming, I ain't gonna lie. And believe me, I honestly, I thought it wouldn't be as time consuming to get three bricks and do a little quote, but yeah, it is pretty time consuming, especially if you don't have the titles. Like the last title was Vigilante, this title is True Hikari. It might be something different, might be something more difficult, but yeah, nevertheless, I mean, honestly, it's a decent ride, especially if you're early. Goodness gracious, how big this bar is, I'm missing right now. But yeah, it's a decent ride, you know what I'm saying, especially if you are trying to catch them harder like fishes that are moving around really fast and stuff. I mean, that's really what this rod is gonna be for, just trying to basically catch some big old fishes. Like there's a fish right here, a legendary fish that moves pretty quickly right here. And I don't usually fish at Roslyn Bay, but I mean, yeah, we're catching some decent fishes right here. Let's see if we catch something good. It's a legendary fish right here. This is I forgot what the legendary fish is at Roslyn. As you guys can't see, a studded flying fish. So yeah, a really good fish right there. And overall, I do think this rod is decent. I don't think it's the best rod in the game. I mean, I think this rod was overhyped to the max. People were talking about like this is the greatest rod of all time. Like this is it right here. This is the rod. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's a little grind to get this rod, but it's a decent rod, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, that's basically just to showcase it off, and it's just how it looks. Very nice looking rod. But yeah, I hope you guys do end up enjoying the video, guys. Make sure you guys do end up leaving a like and subscribing, as I would really appreciate it, and it does help with the channel a lot. And yeah, it's your boy Silver here, and I'm out. Bye.